How's it going, guys? Zoro here, once again for another live reaction, but this time to One Piece chapter 1186. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. We are live on both YouTube and on Twitch. If you are not subscribed or following one, or subscribed and following one, but not subscribed and following the other, then what are you doing, man? Check out both platforms. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Like I said, it is One Piece Day, ladies and gentlemen. And streaming a little early today. Got some things to do tonight. But I appreciate everyone who is here to support the stream. But to support the stream even more, be sure to like the video. Be sure to share the video. All that good stuff so more people will start to flow in. And we can get started with our live reaction. Probably won't be waiting too much until we start the reaction regardless. Because like I said, I have things to do. So we're gonna be getting to it sooner rather than later. What's up, Dan? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm muted? Hold on. How is it? I can hear myself. No. I can definitely hear myself. Going, guys. Zoro here. Yeah, I can hear my own stream. I'm not muted. You have me muted. I'm not muted. Is anybody else hearing me muted? I don't think I'm muted. Let me check Twitch out. Hold on a damn minute. Let's hear my Twitch. I'm live. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Oh, you missed the last stream. Well, if you want to know how I'm celebrating the Knicks, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Hold on. You know what I'm saying. Hold on. I'm sorry. That's too much. I mean, really, who would go out right after and get a Knicks shirt? A Knicks shirt right after a championship. A little too much of a fandom, right? Nah, I'm just kidding. I also got the pants. Baby. I got the pants too. I got the sweat. Oh, look at this. I got the whole. Oh yes. Your boy is having a good one. Having a good month. Good year, really. Absolutely. You can avoid the ads on Twitch if you just use your Amazon Prime to subscribe. I'm just saying. Amazon Prime free subscription if you have it. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, I'm watching the World Cup. I'm pulling for both the United States and for Argentina, obviously, and so far so good. Watching my boy Messi just cook like a master chef, like Gordon Ramsay, on the world stage is a beautiful thing to watch, man. It's a beautiful thing to watch, man. They bring him in like the 59th minute yesterday, and he still scores. Unlike a certain someone that cannot score against anybody but Uzbekistan. I'm not going to name names, but if you know, you know. Unlike a certain someone. But I digress. We've already left that conversation during the last World Cup. We're in better company now. We're by ourselves. We are all alone at the top. Any plans for July 4th? In the afternoon, probably barbecue. In the evening, I'm running Dungeons and Dragons with some friends. Give me a fun day. Gonna be a fun day. But yes, if you missed my my celebration last week, I went a little crazy for the Knicks, man. It's been a lifetime of misery, not just for the Knicks, man, but I like a lot of teams that have not delivered me championships or even close to championships. So I've been in a sports drought for all of my life. So to have, this particular championship, it's unlike anything I've ever experienced. It's wonderful. I wish I was in the city at the time, but no. Either way, it was great. Yes, I saw the trailer for the Wit One Piece. It's coming out next February, which is a little long for my liking. And unfortunately, like it's only 7 episodes. They're covering like 50 chapters, from what I've read, um, which isn't a lot, but it's 50 chapters, and they're covering it within 7 episodes. I was hoping for more episodes, considering how long we had to wait. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. The trailer gave me some fucking chills, man. The shit was awesome. And it just, I know it's gonna hit crazy, but the only issue is the whole point of the Wit remake is for new fans to get into the One Piece anime, and you're only dropping 7 episodes. So it's like, and then they're gonna have to wait who knows how long for the next batch of episodes. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? If it's like a seasonal thing where you're only waiting a short amount of time between seasons, then okay, that could work. But if you're waiting a year in between seasons, you're getting 7 episodes or 6 episodes to drop. I don't know if it's actually achieving the goal it's set out to actually achieve in getting a new fan base invested and continuing to watch it, because as someone who watches great shows on Netflix, and then the season ends and then you don't see it for 2 years, you lose interest. So they need to keep pumping stuff out to keep people into it. So yeah. So do you have any theories for how the Straw Hats dreams will be reached? When? I think the red line will be destroyed at some point, and with the red line destroyed, the all blue will be a thing, and I think that'll satisfy Sanji's dream. I think that the fight for the One Piece prior to the whole world government fiasco. I know we're dealing with Emu right now, and it's very world government centric, but I think after this arc, we're going to get back to the Foryanko saga, so to speak, and Blackbeard and Shanks and Buggy and Mihawk and Crocodile are going to be a thing. And I think Zoro and Mihawk are going to have their duel at that point, so it's sooner rather than later. So it's going to be exciting. So that's going to be Zoro's. As far as Nami goes, once the red line is destroyed, I think that charting the seas are going to be a lot easier for her. So there's that. It's going to happen probably post One Piece. We get like an epilogue thing or something. So there is that. Luffy's going to be a Pirate King after this saga as well. What's Chopper's dream? To fucking cure all diseases? That's just a vague dream. That's not really something achievable. So I don't know about that one. Yeah. The other dreams I don't really care about. So that's it. How was Vox season 4? I did watch Vox season 4. It was fucking awesome, man. It's vastly under what should I say? Under advertised. Very under advertised, which is a shame because I think it's one of their best seasons, if not their best season. A lot happens. It's very dramatic, very insane, incredibly good. The ending was very sad. My boy. If you know, you know. They needed to advertise more. It's a shame, but it's great. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna talk about Pike, bro. We're not gonna talk about Pike. They Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is what it is. No One Piece break. Thank you for letting me know that. That's great. That's some good shit. By the way, if you're just joining us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, share the video. We're going to be starting our reaction very soon. Thank you, everyone who is here for stopping by. Mr. Midnight said there's those hoping to replace the Wit Studio One Piece anime with Toei anime is going to be waiting till 2060. It's going to, yeah, I mean, if they're only adapting 50 chapters a pop, then that's unfortunately going to be the case. Quite honestly, like, I appreciate you, Dee. Thank you so much. They need to get that pace. Like I said, unless like there's little overturn between seasons. Like if you're doing 50 a pop, but you're like you have like a year maybe at most in between seasons, then that could work, right? But if you're not producing,
you smart, you loyal, you grateful. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dee Dee. Did a new chapter drop in the manga midnight? Because I'm caught up outside of, well, I wouldn't say I'm caught up. I'm pretty much caught up. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm waiting for more chapters to come out to kind of batch rate it a little bit because I am not super invested in this current arc. I know that's crazy. I know that's blasphemy in some circles. The only thing that's keeping my interest in this arc, or not only thing, but the main thing that's keeping my interest in this particular arc is the Phantom Troops involvement. My boy Nobunaga, that's my boy. Right? It's exciting, but I do not like Kurapika. I've never liked Kurapika, and I just do not care about these princes. These princes I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Let's get to the Dark Continent. I'm sick of this shit. Let's get moving. I only care about Netero's son and his whole thing going on. These princes do not interest me in the slightest. I tried. I really tried. I'm just like, bro, it just feels like we're dealing with some filler shit outside of like Kurapika, who's the main character, obviously, and the whole Phantom Troop thing and what's going on with that. And there's a lot of good moments. I'm not gonna lie that I've seen, but I'm just not super invested. When we get to the Dark Continent, that's what I'm talking about now. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. But yes, pull up the chapter. We're gonna get started very, very soon. Yes. I think most people will finish their dreams after. I think the red line being destroyed. I know it's a theory, but I'm very confident that'll happen at some point. I think that's gonna lead to people achieving their dreams, and I don't think the red line can be destroyed until the One Piece is found. So yes, I would say after most. I think Zoro's actually might be before it's found, because like the battles leading up to getting the One Piece are going to be between like the Yonko that are currently fighting for it. You have all the Yonko, right? And to my knowledge, maybe outside of Buggy. Yes, outside of Buggy, the other three Yonko have 3 of the road poneglyphs, do they not? You know, that is true. I haven't updated my emotes in a while. I might want to do that. So, all the more reason, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe. You can get a free subscription with a Twitch Prime. Don't forget that. If you want to support your boy, support the channel. I might have to update the emotes. You're right. It has been a bit. I might do that. What's going on? How we doing? Sup? But yeah. I think on that note, guys, we're going to get started with the reaction. We're going to get into the chapter right away. So pull the chapter along if you want to read along. Watch along to what I'm doing. One Piece chapter 1186, man. Where is Doggo? My dog passed last year. I didn't make a whole thing about it, but my dog was on her last legs for a while, and she was struggling to see and walk and really do anything. She was wetting herself constantly, and it was one of those situations where we didn't want it to devolve worse and worse and worse, so we made a family decision. And yeah, this happened last year, unfortunately. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you everyone in the chat. I appreciate the well wishes. It's a little while ago at this point, so I'm comfortable talking about it, but I didn't want to bring it up at any point. So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for that. But yeah. Not to bring the chapter, not to bring the energy and the vibes down, but since you asked, I thought I would let you know. I'm I don't know if I'll get another dog. It's tough, you know what I mean, or a cat or something. But who knows? I've been thinking about possibly a cat. But I'm not really the biggest cat person, but I do like cats. So we'll see. We'll see. That being said, it's chapter time. So let's pull up the chapter and get started with the reaction, guys. One Piece, chapter 1186. One more, or once more. Cover request by Suna Dango. Loki covertly drawing Aida, who is secretly amused by it. That's adorable. Loki truly is a goat. Back with the Brook backstory. Brook's past, the world government versus Asperia. Don't give up. Winning independence is our only shot at survival. What? We need a medic, quick. The king is in critical condition. Big bro. Hang in there, big bro. Please, you've gotta. Big bro. Big bro. Are you a fan, mister? Don't call me mister. Well, I suppose I can just call you big bro. Big bro, big bro, big bro. Oh, Emu's there. Oh, shit. Where's that damn medic? Wait. I thought that was Mars there. Was that Emu there? I'm very confused. Where did Emu come from? Oh, the door behind. He slammed the door behind. What, he like peeked through and shut the door? Like, what the fuck? Where's the damn medic? This sudden intrusion, slam, is quite the. Oh, no, he's there. Okay. This sudden intrusion is quite the inconvenience. Brook, you know that guy is dead already, right? Huff, huff. Who are you? What have you done to Princess Shuri? You see, I've watched over Shuri since she was a baby. She's totally incapable of this. There's nothing I don't know when it comes to the princess. Tell me then, Brook, did you know that I'm a celestial dragon? This guy wasn't my real I talked about it last chapter, guys. If you were here for the last chapter, I said there's two possibilities. And there's one possibility I really don't want to acknowledge. But I have to address the fact that once a celestial dragon showed up in Asperia, the queen was sick for months afterwards. I don't think that's a coincidence. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's fucking sick, dude. Oda, you fucking sick bastard. This guy wasn't my real father. Did you know that? Don't call him this guy. Huh? What are you even saying? You are the child of King Leuven. That's a fact. Can you prove that? That's irrelevant when it comes to the bond between a parent and a child. Yes! He's the father that stood up. Stepped up. It isn't. This is life-changing news. I should have been raised as a celestial dragon. These past 16 years was a complete waste. Don't you understand how angry that makes me? And that demand for 1,000 slaves, it isn't true. This guy just didn't want to hand me over. Stop calling him that. This guy was a good-for-nothing king who pointlessly led his people to their doom. That's why I made him take responsibility. With the dead, this war can end. With the king dead, this war can end. But defeat will make our nation a lawless land. That is no longer my concern. Okay, we got this guy, Saint of God, no, Knight of God, Saint Manmayer Grow. Manmayer. Is that a name we know? Have you heard of it? I'm not really versed up on my celestial dragon families outside of Garland, or Figureland family, I should say, and Don Quixote and that stuff. But are we aware of this family? Have we gotten information on them in the past? Or... I don't know. Well, I remember you now. There was a kid with an afro among Candel's attendants. You weren't allowed to come near me. Ah. So is he the father? Oh my God. The eyes are the same, right? So it has to be him. And he was the one that was there. I don't want to get demonetized, but he did the R word. Yeah. That's insane. Okay. That eye. We wouldn't normally come all the way to a backwater country like this to retrieve a single brat, but this kid possesses those mismatched eyes. Being born with that trait is truly rare. I believe that's called heterochromia. That's the actual official title for that. And the great one desires them. I didn't awaken it myself, but awaken her eyes. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by awaken your eyes? Is this some sort of like pudding situation where like you read the poneglyphs or something like that? What do you mean awaken her eyes? He says I couldn't awaken them. But she might, though thou hast said too much, Grow. Oh, forgive me, great one. Hey, Shuri, huh? No, wait, this is just a dream, right? I used to change your diapers. I know everything about you, princess. You're so patronizing. Shedding tears like that is beyond pathetic. I deserve stronger protection. If I go to the Holy Land now, I won't need you anymore. To me, you were always an angel, but now you look like a demon. Gavotte. I couldn't protect Big Bro, the man who saved my life. Bon Devant hit him with his own move. Damn, okay, through the fucking... Oh, that's the score! The score! Oh! Oh, that's right, the score! Okay. Okay. Ah. From the frogs to cattle, from kings to chattel, of the dead you'll find only bones get left behind. My voice is a little raspy. I can't sing today. I apologize, but honestly, I'm doing you a favor by not singing, so you're welcome. Bones alone, as everyone knows. That's just the way the story goes. Commander Brooke, he's awake. It's a miracle. I'm shocked. A sword went through your head and you survived. It's a miracle if it missed your major blood vessels and the brainstem, the brain itself. What about the king? I'm not sure how much you remember, Commander. We shouldn't give you much. We shouldn't give you too much of a shock. No, I want you to tell me. We failed. The king is dead. An eyewitness saw Princess Shuri boarding a government ship. Most citizens have already fled the country. It doesn't matter where they go now, they'll be refugees now. Commander, no! His wounds have reopened. Commander, stay with us. Oh, we're done! That was abrupt. That was very abrupt. That was very abrupt. Yo, Cole, what's going on, Cole? The scar! Yes, the scar, dude. I cannot believe I wasn't even thinking about the fucking scar and how he got it. Just wasn't even like considering. Even though we knew we were going to the backstory, I'm like, oh, I didn't even cross my mind about the fucking scar. And now we know. And now we know. That's actually crazy, bro. I do feel bad for the princess because she was under control and he didn't know, and it's a whole fucked up situation, right? Her mom probably got R-worded, which I'm not going to say the rest. And it's just fucking crazy, man. If Brook's whole life wasn't hard enough, this man has suffered beyond compare. That's why I really love Brook. Like, even taking this backstory out of it, right? Just talking about like his 50 years in solitude after his crew died, and all the things with like his failed promise, or what he thought was his failed promise to Laboon, and all this stuff. And the fact that he maintains positivity and decency and goodness, right, and happiness, and still allows himself to have joy in his life despite all the bad things that happen. Right? He was able to overcome his own personal traumas and his own personal baggage, right? And he still brings joy and happiness and music into the world. It's a really admirable thing that I really respect for Brook, and why I really enjoy him as a character, right? And this backstory only makes his situation even worse. So it's just tragic, man. Really tragic stuff. But I love Brook, dude. Very, very abrupt ending, though. I'll be honest. I was not expecting it to end there. I was expecting to see him meet up with the Rumbar Pirates, maybe. But you know what? Fine. We don't need all that. Brook says, back then, I didn't even know what a devil fruit was. The princess seemed so different after the king's murder. It was chilling. She looked just like a demon. But I always thought I was hallucinating. If that was actually real, though, hey, you guys, do you think it's okay if I put my faith in Princess Shuri once more? Oh shit! Oh shit! We're gonna have Goku on our side. Oh boy! If I told you, I told you guys months ago. Look, and people in this chat can vouch for me. Can absolutely vouch for me. I've been saying this for the longest time, but with Princess Shuri, or with Gunko in particular, I've always said it. If it's true once, it's always true. For the most part, and there are exceptions, but for the most part, Oda cannot help himself when it comes to making female characters that are presenting initially as evil and having them become good. Having them become good. He does it often, and it happens a lot, man. Yo, what's up, brother? Yeah, that's the reason I broke and open his skull. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, look, Oda can't help himself. He has to, you know what I'm saying? He has to fucking be Captain Sabo. I can't believe I said that. Evil female characters, whether it's Pudding, whether it's Violet. Initially, she seemed like she was evil, and then she's good. Like I said, there were exceptions. Big Mom, Khalifa, and others. There's exceptions to the rule. But I'm just saying that it's a pattern. He does this. Gunko, like I said, Pudding. What is it? I agree, Pudding is still evil, but but the way she acts now, she's indiscernible from a good character. Crocodile, fuck you. Fuck you. Even Vivi, right, was initially a villain, and then turned into a princess to save. And look at this. We have another princess. Like I said, it's princesses too. A Violet, initially evil, princess to save, right? Or initially an enemy, princess to save. Even Rebecca, right, was fighting against Luffy in the Colosseum, right? Tried to kill him at one point, and now she's a princess to save, right? It's a thing. It's a trope he goes too often. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. It's happened more than a few times, and it always happens with fucking princesses, right? You know what I mean? I'm just saying there's a pattern. There's a pattern here. All right. Anyway, Reiju. I mean, Reiju was. I think she was good from the beginning. Like her saving Luffy was a pretty key indicator she was good. I don't know if that works, but the rest do. The rest do. Anyway, let's continue with the chapter. Put my faith in Princess Shuri once more. If she is a victim, then Runbrook. Is that just because I'm their daughter? I want to save her. Princess Shuri. Please, everyone, lend me your strength! No need to be so formal. Let's hurry and smash that ice. I mean, even Emu couldn't smash that ice. How are they going to smash that ice, bro? Emu literally threw a damn fire blast at it. Fucking level 100 Charizard fire blast. Critical hit, dude. Super effective against ice, and it still didn't melt the ice, man. I wonder if lightning will do the trick. A radical beam is our best bet. It seems like explosives don't work. What should I do? Hey, Brooke, wait up. What? Waller School cafeteria. Oh, I'm stuffed. That crazy new guy is Elbaf's enemy, right? Huff, huff. Then, he's my enemy too. I'm overflowing with power. Of course, this man just gets from eating to fighting. No fucking wait. The way I'm feeling right now, I don't think I can lose. He gonna lose. Bro, you say some shit like that? I'm just saying that's a red flag as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I can lose. We'll see. Huff, huff. Targeting kids? The world government sure plays dirty. Thou art ignorant of the reason, then. Shall I enlighten thee? 800 years ago, the giant race were defeated in a bid to rescue their children. Ooh, interesting. 800 years, what are you saying? A few centuries is not nearly enough to change the nature of a race. Without fail, thine people inevitably bend the knee when thine offspring are taken. Ignorance of the significance of what is occurring is irrelevant. So is he saying that in the past they pulled the same tactic and the giants were on the side of Emu against Joy Boy because they used the children as captives? I think that's what he's implying here. Ignorance of the significance of what is occurring is irrelevant. History always repeats itself. Yeah, it happened in the past. 'Tis already too late. Thou art all slaves of Mu. You prick, what are you trying to say? Hey, dumbass. Get off of Alb. Okay, Luffy! Oh! Oh, Shoryuken! How about that double kick? Luffy hits Emu. Wow. Okay. Okay. Hold on. All right. I'm sorry, Luffy. I wasn't familiar with your game. I'm sorry. I apologize. I truly apologize. I was not familiar with your game. Yeah. There's blood. There's contact. There's white of the eyes. That being said, I'll give Luffy his dub. Let's give him a little clap. Everyone clap it up for Luffy. That's nice. That's a nice hit. That's a solid. He did sneak him a little bit, which is, that's look, Considering he's kidnapping children, you can sneak him. That's a little tit for tat. He deserved that. Okay? He deserved that. I mean, I know it's base Luffy. That's true. This is base Luffy. This isn't Gear 5th Luffy. This is just hockeyed up base Luffy getting that hit in. It's impressive. It's impressive. It is very impressive. Now, that being said, and King of Lightning as my witness, and everyone in this chat as my witness, I imagine next chapter is going to go a lot like what Kaido versus Luffy went like after the first time that they met. That's my. I imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Luffy and Loki are not beating Imu this chapter, or this arc, I should say, not this chapter, this arc. It's too soon. It's way too soon. So Imu needs to lay down the law a little bit to, like, build up that tension for that fight to when it eventually does happen and Luffy wins, right? And it's not this arc. He's not there yet. That's just how I see it. So next chapter's got to be like Imu putting on some serious hurt on both of them. And ultimately, the way I see this fight ending is going to be like Imu maybe has a time limit because, like, we saw what happened when he teleported onto Elbaf. He was coughing up blood. He was, they were very worried about him being personally there on Elbaf. So my guess is he might have a time limit as well, or some limitation where he'll need to go back after a certain amount of time, right? And but in the process, he starts whooping some ass. And maybe Sanji and Zoro in their fights and winning against the against Killingham and Summers, maybe that will weaken Imu, like, as he gave them power. So if Summers and Killingham are defeated by Sanji and Zoro, that could be a big thing. Gotta head out, but I'm telling you, Luffy versus Imu gonna be tough for Imu. That W won't be easy to get. Just wait the next chapter. I think it's gonna be. I'm sorry, Cole. I think it's gonna be a mid diff. I think it's gonna be a mid diff by Imu. I really believe it's too early for Luffy to be on Imu level yet. It's got to be mid diff at the most at most difficult. But we'll see, Cole. If you're right, I will admit it. I will shout you out. If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I'll shout you out. But if it is a mid to low diff, you got to say I was right. You got to get on your stream and be like, Zoro fanboy was right. He called it. And I'll do the same if I'm wrong. All right, is that a deal? Is that a deal, brother? You might have actually left already, but hey, to you, my friend. Take care. All right. That is a chapter, though. Thankfully, no break. We are getting more One Piece next week. People were complaining about this flashback, right? And it was like 2.5 chapters. Like, people just wait, man. Just wait. It got resolved very, very, very quickly. And everything that needed to be learned was learned. So it all worked out in the end. All right. So if you're just joining us or have been here, be sure to like the stream, like the video. We're going to be kind of answering some questions, talking about the chapter a little bit before we wrap up and end the stream. So get your questions in now, your comments, your thoughts, opinions about the chapter, theories, all of that good stuff down in the comment section below. Devil said the flashback was cool. It should have happened right before Imu showed up, though. I mean, I'm not against a different position for the flashback. Like, maybe right after she got put in ice. Maybe that could have been a good flashback. If we knew that she was good this whole time, I think it might have colored things a little differently. So I understand why he waited. But yeah, I mean, regardless, it was just 2 chapters, 2.5 chapters of flashback. We live in a day and age. I hate to be old man yells at cloud, but fuck it. We live in a day and age where people just want instant gratification, bro. Instant gratification. You know, Gunko still owns slaves. Did she own slaves back when she was in Asperia? We talk about she owns slaves. You talking about current Gunko? Are we talking about Gunko or we talking about Princess Shuri? Like, who are we talking about here? As a celestial dragon. Well, yeah. All celestial dragons have slaves. I don't remember her actually owning a slave at any point, though. When did she own slaves? I always, like, am I forgetting? Like, I don't know. My brain's not working well. I'm not going to defend her owning slaves or anyone owning slaves. There's nothing to defend. But, like, you know, in that culture, it's kind of like if you don't do it, you're kind of a piece of shit. So, yeah. And she's being controlled by Emu, and, like, she's got these weird eye shit going on. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Though she was whooping the shit out of Loki while he was chained down. Like, even knowing, like, that was Gunko. That was Princess Shuri. That wasn't her being controlled. She did that. So she got raised by some fucked up people, and, you know, gotta survive, man. Gotta survive. It is what it is. It is what it is. But let's go over the chapter again, see if there's anything I want to talk about in particular. What do you guys theorize is the eye ability, the eye power, that her and Saint Manmayer have? Although Saint Manmayer said he didn't have the power, he said that eye, we wouldn't normally have come up. The kid possesses those mismatched eyes. Being born with that trait is truly rare, and the Great One desires them. I didn't awaken it myself, but she might. Eye powers. So she has some sort of eye powers that he couldn't awaken. I don't know. I don't know. Their main ability is aura farming. I don't know about that. It might be something to do with the reading the poneglyphs, right? It's gotta be that. Because, like, maybe the world government's trying to get the One Piece as well. Maybe they're looking to get those fucking road poneglyphs and try to get the One Piece before the pirates do, right? And if they have someone that could read the poneglyphs, hey, fuck it, let's make it happen. So maybe they're throwing their hat in the ring for the One Piece. Who knows? I always thought that the One Piece was separate from the world government fight, but maybe it's all encompassing. Well, I'm talking about the road poneglyphs. The road poneglyphs, where if you read the road poneglyphs, it'll lead you to the One Piece. He wants the One Piece, right? If not, I mean, maybe he wants to destroy the One Piece. It's got to be something along those lines, right? That's my guess. Is that, yeah, we gotta make sure no one reads this, or we're gonna destroy it, or we're gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm the world government, I want to know where it is so I can manipulate and or silence and or destroy the information. Like, their whole thing is destroying information. They don't want any of the books from Ohara to survive. They wanted, no information about the Void Century to survive. Like, all this stuff. And little by little, we're getting more and more information about the Void Century. This chapter, we learned that the giants fought for Emu and bent the knee to Emu because he used their children as hostages. Very heavily implied that, because the history is repeating itself. So, it's very clearly an implication that he used that tactic in the past, which is kind of fucked. But, I mean, it is a good tactic. I'm not going to lie. It's a good tactic. But, it's fucked up. But it's a good tactic. It's a good tactic. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. I've got some things to do today. But thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for some more One Piece content in the future. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. I'm going to end it here. Catch you on the next stream next week. Have a wonderful Sunday.